I'm digging up my dahlias to store for the winter. Because I live in the south, I could keep them in the ground, but because we want to move them anyway, and we've got quite clayey soil, it's best that we dig them up and store them somewhere. But in the north, you've got to, because otherwise the frost will get to them. So I'm just going to dig up my dahlia. I've already loosened the ground around it, in case anyone thinks it's really easy for this to come out. You lift it up, and then you have to break the soil off around it. So be careful not to damage the tubers. If we just move these over to here, you see some that I've done earlier. I've basically broken all the soil off around it and cut a few inches above the stalk to store them. So you just basically knock the compost off, trying not to damage the tubers. And then we will store these in a frost-free environment, in a box or something. We won't leave them up the allotment in the shed because it will probably get too cold in there. If the frost gets to them, it will destroy the tubers. So you will just cut them off at the top. Dahlias are really fantastic because they provide such a lot of flowers. These have provided flowers for us all throughout the summer, and they've only just stopped because the frost has got to them. And they're really colourful, and I really recommend them if you've never grown flowers before and you want a continuous stretch of flowers all through the summer. It's something that's given us a lot of pleasure during the lockdown. To be able to have fresh flowers at home has really brightened up our house, and also I've delivered them to a few friends and family to brighten up their houses as well. We've brought our dahlias home, as you can see. We've washed them and we've brushed them off to get all the mud off of them. They're in some little mushroom crates to store them. We're going to keep them in our garage because it's a frost-free environment. If it's particularly cold, we could cover them in some compost or some fleece just to make sure that the frost doesn't get to them. Other than that, they're going to stay in the garage until we bring them back out in the spring to plant. If you'd like to see more updates, then please subscribe to my channel.